Would artificially produced iron salt aerosol be safe? Yes, as long as it's done properly. That means following appropriate safety procedures and guidelines. Industry has standard handling procedures for different types of chemicals. Iron 3 chloride has long been used in industry. For example, in water treatment, it coagulates sludge. Interestingly, early photography used chemicals that involved iron 3 chloride because of its light sensitivity. Aerosolizers should be sited downwind, far away from where people live, to minimize the chance of anyone breathing in an unsafe concentration. If they did, it would be like the pollution that people in polluted cities have to breathe, or who live near some older steel manufacturing plants. A properly operating aerosolizer would lift the plume several hundred meters up above sea level so that it carries and disperses far away in the wind. The concentration out at sea would be far too low to be deemed a public health risk to anyone out in a boat. The concentration would likely be at most thousands of times lower than the smell of chlorine at a public swimming pool. Aerosolizers should not operate when it's raining, because if the aerosol were to settle in the ocean in concentrated form, it would cause a phytoplankton bloom. Would the ozone layer be affected? We think iron salt aerosol actually protects the ozone layer by removing methyl halides, which naturally come from the ocean. The big question is, does iron 3 chloride migrate up into the stratosphere and affect the ozone layer directly? The main interchange between the troposphere and stratosphere is tropical thunderclouds, cumulonimbus. But iron 3 chloride soon gets washed out by clouds because, being hygroscopic, it readily absorbs moisture from the atmosphere and so becomes dissolved in raindrops. Some parts of the world prevent damaging hailstorms by seeding this same type of cloud with silver iodide aerosol from aircraft. Silver iodide destroys ozone much more effectively than iron 3 chloride. But these operations don't affect the stratospheric ozone layer because silver iodide similarly washes out long before it gets near enough to do substantial damage. An important safety aspect of iron salt aerosol is if for any reason we wanted to suspend all or part of an emission program, the aerosol would be completely gone from the atmosphere within around 3 weeks.